Okay, welcome back. I'm once again Cappadocia. Welcome back to Starcraft 2. Now, first of all, quick apology. If everything sounds a bit weird, I'll explain in a minute. But anyway, let's get on with the intro. So, down here on the left-hand side of the map, bottom left, we have myself playing a Zerg, and up here in the top right, we have Quinimi, who is a random player playing as Protoss. And he's dropped a pylon and running over towards my side of the base already. Okay, yeah, the reason why it sounds a bit strange, it might sound a bit echoey, is I've actually moved all of my stuff, my computer and everything, out the bed. I was recording in my bedroom, on mine and my wife's bedroom, and she got a bit upset. Basically, because every time she wanted to go lie down, relax, she couldn't because I was doing something on it, so... Yeah, so we've moved it into the little cupboard under the stairs, so I'm now officially a troll living under the stairs. No surprise to anyone, we always knew that was the case, but still, now I'm doing it officially. Anyway, so we know what's going on here. We've got a forge. So he thinks he's being Mr. Sneaky, hiding this down here. Unfortunately. And he's watching that as well, and it's getting eaten. Look at that. There you go. I can see it, I do know it's there. So I'll pull back just for the minute, and then go back again. I really want it to finish, and I didn't know if he'd let it. But now he's going to. Yep, there we go. And this guy can't seem to get into the right position to attack it, so I'm going to pull him down, tell him how to do this. Go on. Well, he's only a drone, a drone. Yep, drone. That's right. Protoss are called drones. No, Protoss are probes. I know what I mean. My little drone here couldn't quite get hold of it. So, now he's putting a gateway. So we're forcing him from a cheese game into a proper game now. So, yeah, don't like your cheese. Yep, send this guy off to build that. That guy's already building that, and we're going to have enough circle ready to fill it up. Bring another overseer. Overlord. Here he comes. So Kunimi is now building his Nexus, his expansion. And a cybernetics core. Okay, now the thing with random players, especially at this level, is there's, generally speaking, in StarCraft there are two types of random player. Alright? You got the guys who are absolute gods of the game, the macro gods, who doesn't matter what race they play, they can build a force out of it, and it doesn't matter. You know, they know just about the ins and outs of the game, but they rely on their macro more than their micro, which is, you know, fair way to do it, and they're really, really good players, a lot of them. And down at my level, because I'm not brilliant, as I've said before, you get... I'm alright, but I'm not the worst, not the best. I'm somewhere lurking in the middle. I'm distinctly average at this game. But guys who are randoming at this level generally are just cheese masters. They have one, maybe two builds per race, and that's about it. And so if you get them away from that, they really, really start to struggle. Let's take this guy. Look at this guy, right? It's one short and one short over there. So, in units at the moment, he has one Stalker, 21 pros to my 19. Now he's sending it. Let's have a look. What's he doing here? He's shooting at my OV. He's driving away the Overlord, because let's face it, the Overlord is the biggest threat to him at the moment. Okay, and he's going to nip here. Did he actually see that? No. So they came in, but he's still trying to kill my Overlord. What is he looking at? That. So he didn't think to bring his guys back. That was a silly move. Now he's locked this guy outside. I'd be cancelling that pylon at the moment. You don't need it. I'd put it here. Just give him... The thing with Lings is you don't really need to wall them off, per se. What you need to do is just funnel them in. Lings do really well when they can surround you and they just DPS you down. That's what they're good at. They're not very good one-on-one. So if you can literally just give them... Don't need that. Literally just give them a long way to run around. Just build some Sim City and get them lost like a maze. Then, you know, that's... Lings aren't going to do that well against it. Okay, I've got another 20 Lings on the way. Try to my little winged Lings down here. Right, now this is a new map for this season. Now, in case you wonder what these are little inhibitor zones. Basically, you can run through this, but it will slow your units down. So it is the quickest way, but... Obviously, it means you guys run a bit slow. So going straight up here is pretty quick, but units are slow. So any unit that relies on speed, like Lings, probably not the best plan. Putting like a Widow Mine in the middle of that would be quite potent, I think. But there you go. Okay, I'm checking out just to make sure that he didn't leave a pylon anywhere around here, which it doesn't look like he did. because otherwise we'd be able to see it. Yeah, didn't realise there were little ones on the edge here as well of this. That's interesting. So yeah, taking the shortest routes in this map, basically trying to slow it down a little bit. Which is good, because it stops massive rushes, or at least it's trying to slow down mass rush play. Here we go. So, units, what have we got? We've got 3 Stalkers. 3 Stalkers. I was going to say 3 Stalkers and a probe, and a Sentry. But no, 3 Stalkers versus 23 Lings. Yeah, this is the guy selected, so he's pulling him back. He's going to get him back to work over here. Now, the aim of this at the moment, by my part, is basically just to keep him pinned back. I'm not trying to win the game here. I'm just trying to make sure that I get, I'm trying to get ahead. Trying to get ahead, as far ahead as I can. That's my aim. Immortals. Now, Immortals are pretty good, but the problem is they do one hit and they don't fire very quickly. They fire one hit, it does a lot of damage, and it does splash damage. And they have pretty tough shields, but Lings, basically, Lings are a pretty good counter to them, because they just get in and eat. So Lings are the exact opposite. They do little damage, but they do high DPS. So it's okay, so now we've got some roaches up, and we're going for our hatch, and we're getting a Banyan nest at the back. Got these guys here, 1, 2, 3, which is nice. He's out looking to see if my Lings are still around. Deciding obviously they're not. He's trying to build Immortals at the moment. Immortals are, the problem is with Immortals, they are expensive. With that level of income, well, he's managed to spike it up a little bit, but it's still not that brilliant. Let's face it, that little army is easy this round. So there we go. So Baneling's up. In production, we currently have 111. He is going for, what's that? Forge +1. Yeah, so he's going 1 armor. Interesting. Normally Protoss go for a lot more attack rather than defense. So this guy's going for armor. He wants to keep his troops alive a bit longer, which is fair enough. Fair cop, you know. I would say it's a bad move. Okay, he's now also building Colossus. I'm building more roaches. Now I know I can't shoot him. I haven't got anything, but I just wanted to let him know that I knew he was there. He's going to DPS this down. I was watching this to see if it was worth leaving it. And from the looks of it, it may well have been. But I didn't lose that much, so it's not a major thing. Okay, now we have a little drone just sat here not doing anything. Hello, Mr. Drone. There we go. So we're going to get Hydra Lure up, because obviously we've seen the fact that he's got a bit of air power, and we want to shoot it out of the way. Shield battery and cannons. Lots of shields, lots of cannons. And the biggest problem he's got at the moment is the fact that he hasn't got a lot of income because he doesn't have a lot of probes. He also doesn't have a lot of supply. And he doesn't have a lot of units. He's relying on this to hold ground. He can say, yeah, okay, a couple of turrets and a couple of turrets at the front, photon cannons, and a couple of batteries behind it. That'll hold against a lot, won't it? Yeah, under normal circumstances it would, but Banelings do quite well against that because they charge in and go boom, blow stuff up. And that's what they're good at. And also roaches tend to knock down these pretty quickly as well. Let's do Hydras. Once the upgrades kick in, they do. Speaking of which, we're getting 10 Hydras on the way, and both the upgrades for them, and we're also getting, queued in, and we're also getting roach speed. I remembered roach speed. Oh, I'm so proud of me. I haven't remembered Baneling speed, but I've remembered roach speed. Okay, so now he is sending it over. Right, let's have a look also at the. He's not doing an awful lot this game either. 67 seems to be about his average. Mine's up and down all over the shot. Here we go. He's clicking that way. Okay, so I've pulled my troops back. Let's get rid of that. Okay, I have my Hydra here, so they'll chase him away. Oh, my Hydra can't quite catch him. If those Hydras had caught him, he'd been dead. Okay, we're just going to get rid of the... No, we're not. We're going to pull back now. Okay, 222 is available. I'm building up more drones. That's going to be for this lot. See if we press 1. That's on his. But yeah, on my hotkeys here, basically, yeah, all of my hatchets are all hotkeyed, and then I have one for each queen. At the moment. So I built one extra drone. This guy's coming over here. Yeah, I picked up I had the extra one, so I turned it into an anti-air spore crawler. And there we go. Now he's going to come round with a Phoenix, which does have its pick up graviton beam. Not much you can do around here though. That would have popped and got him before. Now my overlords as well are a little bit quicker. My sky cows, because I do have the speed upgrade for them, so I'm just pulling them in to protective range there. So the Phoenix now basically stuck in place it doesn't really want to be. It does see the spire, but it's got anti-aircraft spores all down here. It's got spore crawlers down here, plus queens. And if it doesn't go that way... Oh, my queen's all the way out there. What's my queen doing all the way out there? Oh well. A second one there we go. That one's flying away as well. I'm building a few corruptors. Just a couple, not many at the moment, because all I've seen is a couple of these and I don't really want to overdo it. Okay, now the biggest problem he's got at the moment, let's have a look at the incomes. I'm nearly doubling his income, and on top of that, at the moment, he doesn't have a lot of supply. More gates, no pylons. So he's going for a gate explosion and a Twilight Council, but he hasn't got any pylons, so this is as big as his army is ever going to get. Oh, he can build one more. Well, no, he can't, because the minimum Protoss costs 2. At last, we have pylons over here, so he's figured out he can expand this supply limit. This is good news, for him at least. Going for some more... A few more corruptors, and I've got 222 on the way. Plus I'm building an absolute metric ton of lings. Okay, yep, we're going to knock this down. Because the last thing I want is for him to be able to just, you know, put a couple of pylons out here and block the middle route. That was my thinking there. Okay, I'm getting +1 attack as well for my corruptors, as I do plan on using them. What have we got here? Cannon, shield battery, cannon, 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 shield battery. That's all well and good, but there's one minor problem. Alternatively, I'll just charge the front. Cannon dead. Cannon dead. Everything dead. We're in his third here, smashing his stuff. Okay, I'm also getting baning speed, which is a bit late. You'd be surprised how helpful banings can be against Protoss. They're not the best of things, because obviously Protoss have shields, but yeah. Yep, we're just going to sit here and shoot stuff. There we go. Yeah, he doesn't really want to be doing this. One Colossus down. Shooting on the retreat with Colossus is a nice ability that they have, but it doesn't really... Oh, this was stupid on me. Should have just pulled straight through that. There we go. But unfortunately, what it does do as well is drag your enemy along with you in this instance, and he didn't really want to be doing that. He's got a few of these as well now. Where's he going? He's going to go try and re-establish again. Assuming he's thinking along the old lines of, "Ooh, we'll never suspect after you just smash that base down that I build there again." Yuck, yuck, yuck. He's got to wait for his pylons to come back up. There we go. I'm now fully maxed out. He's getting Storm. Go for my hive. I haven't been doing so well with the creep here again. Never mind. I do have a fairly good composition here. A few more. So what units have I got here? 40 lings, 25 Hydra, 14 Roach, 15 Corruptors. That's probably a bit Corruptor heavy for what I'm facing. These guys are just out on a quick hunt, making sure that he has not re-expanded to here or expanded to here, because I definitely don't want that. I'm quite happy on my 3 bases. Here go, turn them into banelings. Yeah, I'm out on the field. I'm not sat at home waiting for you. Banelings, I did really think he would have expanded to here by now. So hence the reason for the banelings. Rolling through there. Slow banelings. Okay, we're just basically just scattering around, just making sure that he hasn't done anything silly. So he's going for zealot legs, extended thermal lance, and +2 armor. Has he got +1 weapons? Yes, he does, and +1 shields. The problem is he's facing soon to be 333 Zerg. Here we go. 2 Colossus down. Pushing him back, he just does not have the numbers to engage. That's all his Colossus are dead. There you go, that's that base now crippled. He's mining 14 there, he's got next to nothing left in there. We left next to an assimilator there. Oh, storm, that's the first storms we see. And we're just eating it, so we pull back. Okay, I have lots more Hydras coming. I'm also shipping drones down to here to get this base up and running. Because obviously this one is completely mined out. Yeah, right. Maulings and banelings in production. You can only have 102 at any given time, and these guys are stuck at the back here. Ugh. Yeah. We're trying to get them to go. Right. So he's sending out his drones and everything back down here. Okay, so I'm going to grab my flock over here. Was flock? Herd of corruptors? I don't know. Flotilla? Bunch. That'll do. Okay, so my bunch of corruptors are sat here now. We've got to creep up as far as his base. Now he pushes out. Okay, so now grabbed everything and we're coming in for the attack. So the first thing he's going to do is storm himself, which is a big thing. My corruptors are pulling out. But, there we go, he only gets 1 set of storm stuff. And then, squish. We're just going to sit here and shoot a few bits. Another storm hits. But again, we can eat that. We're not bothered. We're in. And no GG. He just quits. So, let's have a quick look at that one and take that one apart, shall we? So, first things first. What did we do wrong? First of all, creep. It is better getting this way, but we need it all over the place. We've got tumors. I just didn't use them. I stuffed up. What did I do right? First of all, catching a cannon rush, killing that quickly, that was really essential. 2, keeping him pinned back from taking this base for absolutely ages. That was really useful. And second of all, not letting him establish, because these are practically untouched. There's a couple of them in here, but most of them are really that heavily drained. Let's take a look at a fresh one here. You get 1800, 99, 18, 99, yeah. So let's have a look at this one. 18, 9. Just under 18, just under 9. Just under 18, just under 9. So yeah, he really managed to take about 200, 300 minerals out of that in total. So yeah, keeping that out was really useful. So obviously he's mined everything just about in here. He's got that left. 45. Other than that, this. So keeping him choked back there was really, really important. My composition worked well. Roach Hydra with a few banelings and corruptors thrown in. Obviously the lings were there to circle anything that needed hulking, and the banelings obviously did really, really well against the High Templar. They just charged in and blew them up. Yeah, so yeah, we did pretty well, I think. Now, it wasn't too bad. And also, my upgrades, I take a look, were always ahead of the game. So yeah, again, with my 333, managing to keep them up as well, because that was in production towards the end, just about to finish, so he would have been in real trouble soon. Now then, let's start having a look at Kurimi's play. First of all, what the hell is this? Right, you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. What am I doing that for? Just press T. Right, so you've got 6 warp gates. You can only have 94 supply. You never got really much above 100 supply. As in available supply. Not as in supply you had, but as in supply that was available. So you've got about half an army to play with. Right? And you've got 2 of these. Robotics for produced Colossus and Immortals. Which, yeah, you had a few of them. But as soon as Corruptors come out, they're not going to do too much. You had 1 Starport, which produced a couple of Phoenixes and 1 Oracle. No observers throughout this entire game, so you didn't really know what I was doing. Let's take a look at your style of things just before you finished it. What did you know? You knew about that with that. You knew about that. You didn't really know what that was, I don't think. You might have done. But you didn't know anything that was in here. Didn't know about that base there. Didn't know anything. You never really explored. You never really scouted. Whereas me, for the end. Oh, I didn't know you had a mass gate explosion, but I knew what I was facing. So yeah. Second of all, your cannon rush was so obvious. I picked it up as soon as you dropped that. I knew what was coming. Cannon rushing is becoming a bit of a Protoss calling card. Every single Protoss seems to go, right, what we're going to do is we're going to do a cannon rush into a gas steel into insert composition here. Right, so everybody is wary to it, including me. So I was watching, as soon as your probe disappeared down here was when I sent my guys down here to go and get it, because I knew what was going on. You know, drop a pylon, build a couple of turrets, try and take out my base. If needs be, I could have cancelled the base, built it over here. It really wouldn't have been too much of a problem, and just balls up your cannon rush. But yeah, so that wasn't going to work. It really wasn't. And to be honest, I'm sick of cannon rushes. That's all anyone ever does now. Boring as fuck. Do something interesting. Alright? And then, next of all, your composition. Right? Your army was small. Your composition was mostly High Templar. You end up storming yourself more than you did me, which really isn't good. We'll come to losses in a sec. On top of that, your Colossus, you didn't really have... You only had a couple of them by the time you got extended thermal lance. What was the point in that? By that point, you could have saved the money, built something else, got, you know, a few extra upgrades for your mortals or something. You know, getting a second forge down would have been really useful. If, you know, you could have doubled your upgrade speed. Upgrades are really handy. Charge lots against this lot and against banelings. You know, basically what you want to do, charge them into their death even quicker than they were. The upgrade, the composition you were going for was wrong. Okay, against this lot, what do you really need? You need immortals are pretty good against this, so a whole ton of immortals would have been pretty good. Knowing it was coming would have really helped. Other than that, a few sentries. You know, keep me away from you. That's what you need to do. You need to keep me away at maximum range and then pummel me from range. That's what you need to do. Things like void rays aren't going to do it. Carriers, yeah, you probably do a fair amount of damage with carriers, but only if you get enough of them. And with one gate, it's not going to happen, dude. And your reliance on cannons as well was not a good thing. Mostly because the upgrades I had on my guys. Upgraded Hydras and Roaches, as you saw back over here. You know, you had 4 cannons and 2 shield batteries. We ploughed through that. This is the sort of thing that Zerg eat for dinner. You know, we're literally just ploughing through your defences. It looks to me like you're the sort of person who, when you get Protoss, you're so used to winning with cannons that you don't really know how to do much else. Going for Colossus against Zerg, there's so many ways Zerg can take out Colossi. Corruptors are a good way of doing it. Lings, banelings, they're pretty handy at it. You know, if you can use your lings, hold big walkie things in place, and you can just come around and eat them. That's what they're good at. That's what lings do. And also, lastly, your income. You never got it set. I mean, after I took this out the first thing, what you really need to be doing was build an army, come down here and defend. And you didn't. I literally came up with 30 links and just went, nom, straight through. About 5 or 6 zealots would have stopped that. And lastly, and most importantly of all, supply. Dude, supply. You got never more than about 106 supply in total. And that's not your army supply, I mean as in your total available. And yeah, against 200 supply of Zerg, Not being funny, I almost had that in bloody... By the time we finished, I've got 2/3 of your entire supply in workers. I've got Baning still somewhere. There he is. He's about to blow himself up. But yeah. So anyway, that's what you need to work on, my man. It's like I said, don't bother with the cannon rushes for the most part. Right? Just get yourself a decent army. That's going to be your first thing. And second of all, pick a race, right? Because it strikes me that you have, like I said, 1 or 2 cheese builds per race. I'm assuming that you go with Proxy Vax Reaper for your Terrans, and probably either a Proxy Hatch or just Early Pull Massling. That's not playing the game. That's not being good at the game. Having 1 build per race. So yeah, that'd be my advice to you. Pick a race. Practice with 1 race. Specialise in that. Know what your opponent's going to do with it. I play other races as well. I play Terran every now and again. I don't play Protoss that much. I do like playing Terran every now and again. And it's good because you get to know your opponent's way of thinking and how, what the best thing to do is in certain situations for them, so that you're going to know roughly how they're going to respond, or at least how they should respond, how you think they should respond. So it's always good to know your enemy's strengths and weaknesses. I don't doubt that. But playing random and just cheesing everything you'll win the odd one here and there, but you won't win that many. But anyway, enough rambling from me for now. So, yeah, so this week is going to be a little bit up and down where I'm in here, because obviously I've got my son's now finished school, so tripping up and down on the stairs and what have you might be a bit difficult because the stairs are literally, hang on, I haven't moved there. So wall. That's quite a solid wall actually. But anyway, so yeah, that's where I am at the minute. Literally, I mean, my chair barely fits in here, so let alone my backside. So yeah, but so it's going to be a little bit up and down, but I'll see what I can do. Hopefully we'll get something out in the next few days, but we'll have to wait and see. But anyway, I'm going to leave that there. So again, thanks for your time. For the minute, I've been Cappadocia, signing off.